Boom. So, what's the success formula? The formula for success. How do you guarantee you're going to cure whatever? Well, you know, I've got a lot of experience watching people succeed and not too much experience watching people fail, because when people fail, I lose interest in them very quickly. But as far as success goes, I have seen a lot of success. I've been here since the beginning. I was Cure Zero in the Cure Drive. I am Bayard, the guy in the lesson number 1. You know, you remember lesson number 1? Lesson number 1, in case you encountered this on YouTube or a friend of yours sent you this in an email link or whatever. Lesson number 1 is on the home page of curedrive.org. And if you haven't done lesson number 1, shut this down and go do lesson number 1. You see those people in lesson number 1? If you remember those guys, they start doing this in 5 minutes, and they start curing stuff. In the street, that's what you're seeing there. You know, these women are teaching flu cure. Volunteers are teaching the cure for flu in the street. Flu, cancer, lupus, whatever. Now, just because they learn it doesn't mean they succeed. Just because they start doing it in 5 minutes doesn't mean they succeed. You know, success is a whole different matter. You know, doing it is one thing, succeeding is something else. Lots of people can do things, but they don't succeed with them. You know? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you're going to succeed with it. So now we're going to talk about the people who I've seen, and they all have 3 things going for them. Before I tell you what these 3 things are, picture yourself succeeding and see if you can see what they are for yourself. You know, give yourself a little minute to like be with this idea of success and imagine success. What do you look like? What do you have going for you? And you know what? You probably already have. You've probably been imagining yourself succeeding, and you probably pictured success in some form. And probably in that picture were these things. You know, the things, you know, the factors for success were probably in there somewhere. So now, tell you what they are. Thing number 1, you know you're going to do it for the rest of your life. Thing 2, you know you're going to feel good for the rest of your life. And thing 3, you are passionately curious about everything that could be wrong with you. You want to know what's wrong with you, and you want to take it out. Those are the 3 success factors. You got those going for you, you are going to succeed with this. If you don't have them going for you, you might still cure things. You might still, you know, succeed in quotes. You know, Musashi said something about that, actually. He said that sword fighting, he said it's about cutting and killing the enemy. And if you slash, you may still kill somebody, but you're not, whatever his standard was for, you know, being a samurai. I don't know. He wrote the definitive work on being a samurai when he lived in a cave at the end of his life. And he wasn't getting himself into any more sword fights. he hadn't for many years, but he wrote about it. The bottom line, and he said sword fighting is exactly like flower arranging or brush painting or anything else. Mastery is mastery, period. And so that is what we're going to look at. And this is, this is the success formula. There's these three things, You join the cult. That's what it comes down to. You're going to do it for the rest of your life. You love it, You speak the language. We call ourselves immuners. So you may not be quite there yet, I'm guessing. Well, people go to the... See, what happens is anything you do with this makes you calm and clear. And by the way, if you didn't do lesson 1, you don't know what I'm talking about. And I just want to acknowledge that. You should have shut this movie off, because when you've done lesson 1, you know what the calm, clear place is, even if you've never been there. You know people go there. You watched people in the movie going there, so you know what that's like. It's fun, feels good, it's fast, easy, simple, quick. And you may know what it is because you may have started doing it, but you certainly know what will be entailed in starting doing it. Okay, so the it that I'm saying means something to you, rather than it being like, and you're going, what is he talking about? Well, it's not my fault that you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, okay, onward. Maybe it's not your thing. You went to the calm, clear place, you were serene, and you were like, so what? So it's, this is great and all, but I'm not excited. It didn't get you excited, You didn't start frenetically chasing serenity like you chase everything else in your life. Or as far as, being passionately interested in knowing what's wrong with you, You want to know what's right with you. You're a magnificent being, and you want that validated, So you want to find out what's unlimited and powerful about you. And I mean, that's true. You are a magnificent being, and so you're not wrong about that. It's just, that the success formula for this is this intense curiosity about what's wrong with you and the causes of it. And see, now you can take out the causes. So you're pretty excited about doing that and noticing the difference, and you may have already done some of it and noticed the difference. And you may be different now, and that is being validated, and you're gaining confidence and power. But it doesn't mean you're going to succeed, see? It does mean you may cure something, yes. Yeah, and you already have cured something, and you should have reported that in the poll, by the way. Here, test, have I cured something? Go ahead and test that. And you know what this is, when I move my finger. By the way, this is a symbol. When I move my finger, I'm signaling you to actually get a signal. I'm not getting a signal, I'm just moving my finger, okay? But you're supposed to be getting a signal. Test how many cures you've had and go in the poll and report them, which you can do while this movie plays, because it's a YouTube movie, so you can just have clicked on it, and it'll just keep playing, and you can go anywhere you want and do anything you want. Or for that matter, the real version will too. Now, YouTube only takes movies that are 10 minutes long, and I'm almost at 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to continue this in Part B, where I will tell you a little story about a woman who was the walking success formula but was not curing her cancer. So that will be interesting. You'll enjoy that. And, in case you're having any trouble with this, it will take your mind off your troubles.